This video is brought to you by Gamefly. Go to gamefly.com/Ty to get your 15-day free trial.
What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you what's in my dock. It's been a long time since I've did one of these videos. It's actually back in February of 2010, and that was on my Ty's Tech channel, which since I've merged both my channels now and I'm only posting on this account, I felt like it'd be a good time to do this video. If you don't know what a dock is, it's basically this applications bar I have down here. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you some of the cool apps that I use. I give you guys some recommendations, and if you have any recommendations for me for games or apps or anything, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys use and would recommend to me. So first off is Google Chrome. Now I know you guys are probably going to be thinking, why are you showing Google Chrome? We all know what this is, but just in case, or maybe you guys use a different browser, I wanted to go ahead and recommend it to you guys. So if you use Firefox or Safari or Internet Explorer or whatever else you use, I suggest you try out Chrome, at least for a few days. Give it a shot. The reason I switched is because it's just so much faster. I tried it out. I was like, all right, I'm going to give myself a few days to try it, and I haven't been able to switch back just because of how fast it is. It's not too much better than all of the other browsers, but I just love how fast it is. Now, I do like this tab right here, which you can set as your home page, but you do have the option to set any website as your home page. But I like this because it shows your most visited sites, and all you have to do is click on them and it will go straight to the website. You can open up a new tab, which that shows the same page. You can have your apps here, which, as you see, I don't have actually any apps installed, but if you click right here, you can go to the Chrome Web Store, which there is a ton of apps in here, even Angry Birds. So you go ahead and check some of those out. I don't install any of those just because I don't want to slow my browser down at all. That's the reason I use Google Chrome, is just because it's so fast. But maybe in the future I will check out some of those. But I just like to keep my browser fast. And then you also got recently closed down here, which is cool to see any pages that you just recently closed out that you want to open back up. Other than that, it's just a fast browser. It's just like any other one, but I just love it just because it's so fast. So that's a recommendation. Just go check out Chrome for just a few days. So next thing is Twitter. If you guys don't use Twitter, you probably aren't going to care about this, but I love the official Twitter app. Just go ahead and search it in your Mac App Store. Again, or actually I don't think I said this, but I'll give you guys links below the video in the description to download all of these. Unless I can't find it, then just go search Google. But Twitter is Twitter's official client for the Mac, and I just love it. It's simple, easy to use. You can browse through your tweets. It lets you know when you got new tweets or at replies or whatever by showing a little blue thing that's popping up here. And you just click it. It'll scroll up to the top. You got your at replies here. You got your direct messages, which I'm not going to click on. It looks the same thing. You got lists, which I don't even use on Twitter. You got your profile, where you can see your tweets, your at replies, your favorites, and your profile, and then you can even edit your profile from there. And then you also got search. Now, the reason I like this, you guys know, or probably may not know, I have two Twitter accounts, Ty's iPhone Help and Ty Moss, and it actually gives you support for multiple accounts. So I really like that. You got a little tweet button down here where you can post a new tweet. Let's say I typed, hey, blah, 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 and I wanted to say something, and I was like, oh, crap, I typed it on Ty's iPhone Help. All I have to do is click right there, switch over to my Ty Moss account. So I really like that, but most of you guys probably don't have multiple Twitter accounts like I do. But in case you do, I recommend the Twitter official app. It's just so easy to use. It's simple. I like it, and it just works. I just like the simplicity of it, basically. I like the layout of it. There are tons and tons and tons of Twitter apps out there that you guys can check out, and has way more features, but I just like this one. And then this is also a good feature I almost forgot to show you. If you have a picture or whatever you want to upload on your desktop, you can set this in the settings for which service you want to use. You basically just drag it in there and drop it. I know you probably can't see it, but there's the little image right there. It's a Ty's iPhone Help logo. But yeah, that's basically what that does, and it's really easy. I just love the app. I don't really like any other Twitter clients compared to this one, so definitely check that out. I love Twitter. Now this is the next app. This is probably my favorite app that I'm going to be showing you. It's called Sparrow. Now what Sparrow is basically an app for email. If you guys don't use the official mail client, say you have Yahoo and you don't like going to your browser every time to check your Yahoo mail, go to Sparrow. It is actually $9.99, I think, in the App Store. You can actually try out the free version, have one mail account, but you can't add Yahoo on the free version, I don't think. But what it lets you do is you can add tons and tons of different mail accounts from different services. As you see here, I have all my mail accounts, so actually not all of them, but I have like 5 here, and I can keep adding more if I want to. and you can basically do all your email from a little app. The reason I like this is because it looks, as you'll notice, similar to the Twitter app. It's just a really simple interface and layout. I love it. You got some buttons up here to send a new email. So that's really quick to do that. You can add attachments by hitting this button. You can save it, send it, type everything out there. You can reply to a message. If you want to reply to one, just go ahead and have it highlighted and go ahead and hit reply. And that's how you do that. If you want to delete it or archive it, you can go ahead and hit these buttons right here, and you just have to have it highlighted, and it'll do that. Over here on the side on your account, you've got your inbox, you've got your starred, you've got your sent mail, you got your drafts, trash, and then search. I really like this, so they added this. You got from, to, subject, and all, and you can search through all the mail on that account. So that's really cool. Also, you can have this where if I go back to my browser, you can have this little thing over here where it actually just shows you the full email without having to double click on it and open it up in a separate window. So I really like that. You can reply and everything from here also. So that's really cool. And I just love it because there's no official support for Yahoo Mail on your Mac. Actually, I think it is coming in Lion, but as like at the moment, there is no support for Yahoo Mail. So I definitely didn't want to switch my emails over to Gmail at the moment. Not that I actually prefer Gmail, but Sparrow is just the way to go if you have Yahoo and you're stuck on that. You don't want to switch all your stuff over. So there you go. Check out Sparrow for Mac. It's a great email client for Gmail, Yahoo. I think it works with Hotmail and a few others also. So go check it out and try out the free version if you want to. So that's Sparrow. The next one is NetNewsWire. The reason I like this, it's a RSS reader for your Mac. It's actually free, not in the Mac App Store, I don't think, but I'll give you a link to download it. It's basically just an RSS reader where you can browse through some of the popular news stories on your favorite sites. My favorite site is probably Mashable, so let's go ahead and click on that. And basically what it does is you can click on a story, double click on it, and it'll load up right here. And there's also tons of little options. You can open it up in your browser. You can see how many you got unread. There's tons of different preferences, but the reason I like this is because it syncs with Google Reader. And there's also an iPad and iPhone app for it. Also, the iPad app is like $10, and the iPhone app is I think free, or there's a light version. But the iPad app, there's alternatives did, as well as the iPhone, where you can sync it with the same Google Reader account, and it works basically the same. But I like this on my Mac just because it's free, it's easy to use, and yeah, it's pretty nice. So check it out. It's a great news reader. Maybe you don't like going to sites individually, so you can just add their RSS feeds to this and read all your news from there. So check that out, NetNewsWire. The next app, which I'm going to show you, I'm skipping over a few here. This one is TeamViewer. This is a great app for people that are tech savvy and have family that aren't. Say if you're the kind of person who helps out your family and they call you for all your tech problems, this is a quick way to help them out. Basically, what you do is you can connect to your partner. All they have to give you is this little code right here, your ID and password. So you add that, hit connect to partner. I'm actually got theirs typed in here, and I'm actually just doing the computer that's right beside me. So let me type in the password, hit log in, and it will pull my computer that's sitting right beside me up, so you guys can see that. I've got my computer right there, and basically what I'm doing is controlling it, and I can do whatever I want, just like I'm sitting right in front of the computer. So if you don't want to sit there and explain to them over the phone, yeah, you need to move this file, you need to move that file, you need to do this, go ahead and do it right from their computer. And it's really easy to use. It's free. Check it out. There's a lot of alternatives to it, but this is definitely good for just personal use, and I use it a lot when I'm doing stuff with people online. The next app, which I can actually show you, is called ScreenFlow. That's actually what I'm using in this video right now. So I'm using this to record my screen. It's really nice. It's actually, you can edit videos with it too. You don't have to record your screen with it. For an example, Soldier Knows Best, most of you guys probably know him. He actually uses ScreenFlow in I think all his videos, so he does really well with it. I'm not that great with ScreenFlow. I'm trying to learn with it a little bit, but yeah, if you like how the style of his editing on his videos, this is what he uses for it. Of course, he's a little bit more advanced than I am, but yeah, great screen recorder. I think it is a paid app, so you'll have to go search for it. I can't remember. I've had it for so long. But yeah, it works really great, and I love it, but I'm recording with it right now, so I can't really show you. The next app, if you're wondering why I have two iMovies right here, one of them's 08 and one of them's 09, and I like some features in both, depending on what kind of video I'm editing, but I normally don't edit on this computer anyway. Next app, of course, how to download it, Angry Birds. So Angry Birds, if you haven't played it, if you've been living under a rock, Angry Birds is a game where you throw your little Angry Birds and they try to get their eggs back from the mean pigs. I'll show you a few levels. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Basically, you just shoot these little birds in a slingshot and you try to kill the little green thing, and you get points for it. You try to beat your high scores. You try to get 3 stars on each level by getting a certain number of points, and that's basically how it works. And it may seem stupid to you at first, but I'm telling you, try it out on your iPhone, your iPad, or whatever you got, maybe even your Mac. Or as I was saying before, I don't actually recommend checking this app out in the App Store. It's actually, I think, $5. But if you go to the Chrome Web Store, if you're using Google Chrome like I recommend to you, you can go ahead and try out Angry Birds for free in the Chrome Web Store. So that's all I'm going to play of that. That's basically the game. I'm not going to recommend it to you too much because I don't want you guys to get stuck into it and blame me because you're not doing anything productive, because I've been there, I know. So go ahead and check out Angry Birds for your Mac. The next app, which is actually something somebody recommended to me on my Facebook fan page, is called A Monster Ate My Homework. It's not an amazing game. It's kind of stupid, just like Angry Birds is, but it's really addictive, and I found myself playing it for a while once I actually played it. It is free in the Mac App Store. I'll go ahead and take you through a few levels. Basically, what you're trying to do is you want to knock off these monsters, which is right there, off the little cardboard boxes, and you want to keep your books on it, as well as the apple if those are on the levels. I don't know if those are on every level or not, but basically you try to kill these monsters. You can rotate your the screen by hitting the left and right arrow keys to knock these off to make it easier to hit them. You can shoot as many of these little balls as you want. And that's basically what your goal is. You have 3 books on each level. I'm not sure if it goes up, or I know it does get harder, but I'm not sure if they add any more books as you go up in levels. I haven't gotten that far. I did actually go a pretty good ways in the game, so it does have a lot of levels. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. You try to knock these off. You can use as many balls as you want, and you try to not knock off all 3 of your things. So there, I knocked it off. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So there we go. I got -1 there, and I only got 2 out of 3 stars. So if you knock off all 3 of your little books, you're not going to pass the level, and you have to try it over again. And it gets a little bit more advanced and a little bit more complicated. I'll probably knock this one off right there. Yep. But you actually only need 1 of these to pass the level. And that's basically what it is. It gets more complicated and they stack stuff up higher. So you see right here, they're stacking this on top of me, trying to make it a little bit more confusing for me. But I got this. And of course I knock off the books. Let's see if I can get this one to fade at the bottom. Oh yeah. So there we go. I'm not going to sit here and play it. I actually sit here and played this for about 45 minutes. And it was pretty cool. It's a free app, so check it out. A Monster Ate My Homework. Thank you to the person who recommended this to me. So that's Monster Ate My Homework. The next app that I'm going to show you, probably the most useful app that I have on my Mac that I use the most. It's called Dropcopy. You need this on both computers. You actually do need multiple computers for this. I'm not sure if they have it on Windows. I doubt they do. But basically what this is a little, like, kind of looks like a black hole up in the top left of your screen. You can move this around wherever you want. But I like to have it right up there, just kind of out of the way. And what it lets you do, let's say you want to drag a file from this computer to this computer, and you don't want to have to upload it to like Mega Upload or something like that and then download it. You can just basically drag over to here, and you see my computer right there, and you drop it. And that's how easy it is, and it goes pretty quick. You can send all types of files, and it's really simple. I love it. I use it all the time, especially when I'm doing little things on my computer and I need to switch, or this computer's about to die and I want to move over to this computer and continue whatever work I'm doing. And I'll show you what it does. If I drag and drop this, I'm drag and dropping it from this computer to this computer now. So you see it gives you a little pop-up. You can hit the little blue arrow, and it shows you where in your computer it dropped. And that's basically it. It's really simple. It's a quick way to drop files from one computer to the next. And I think it is free. It is free, actually. And I got it from the Mac App Store, so go ahead and check that out. I definitely recommend it if you have multiple computers. The next app is Facebook Pro. And this app is actually an app that runs right here in your top bar, and it's just basically a quick way to browse through your Facebook feed. You can see all your news feeds and everything like that, your profile, see what people are saying on there. You can see all your friends. There was a chat on here, but it's actually not working correctly, I don't think. You can see your messages. I'm not going to click on that just because there's people's phone numbers and stuff in there that I can't let you guys see. You got your preferences, which really isn't anything. You can basically just quit it or set to open it or log in. But it's a pretty cool app to quickly browse through your Facebook feed, if you don't want to spend a ton of time on Facebook and get sucked into it. I'm not too big of a Facebook fan, but I do use it for my Facebook fan page and talking to my friends and family. That's about it. So yeah, which is kind of what everybody uses it for. What am I talking about? Unless you're one of those people who play Farmville all the time. The next one is Growl Voice, which is another app that opens up here in the top bar. This is for Google Voice. I actually just downloaded this today. And it's basically a way to browse through your Google Voice inbox. You can send text messages straight from here, from your Google Voice number. And you can also place calls. I'm going to hit that. So you can place a call from your mobile or Google Talk. So if you have Google Talk minutes, which I actually don't, you can call, I think, directly from your computer, if I'm not mistaken. If you do it through mobile, what you do is you just type in your phone number you want to call, you hit call, and what it does is it actually calls your phone. You answer it, and then it'll actually call the person that you called from your Google Voice number. So it's pretty cool. That's not too amazing because all you have to do is type it on here. But I really do like the text messages on here because you can use your Google Voice number and send text messages straight from your computer. Save a lot of time. I'm not going to actually show you guys what it does by sending text messages to anybody. Or you can actually, if you hover over right here where it says inbox, you can actually see all of your recent voicemails, listen to them, and everything like that. But if you guys use Google Voice, I definitely recommend you check it out. It is $5 in the App Store, and there is a competitor to it, which is like $6. But it looked like the ratings for this app are a little bit better, so I decided to go with this one. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty cool, but I'm not going to show you too much of it because I don't want to give away people's phone numbers, and it's a little bit too hard for me to edit out. So that's basically the apps that I'm going to be showing you guys today. If you have any apps that you recommend I check out, please leave them in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you guys use on your computer or recommend to me. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and take one last look at our sponsor for this video, GameFly.
GameFly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 7,000 new and classic titles across all gaming consoles. With plans starting at $15.95 a month, GameFly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. There are no late fees or due dates, and shipping is always free. Once you're done playing a game, send it back and GameFly will send you the next available game on your list. If you really like the game that you're playing, simply click Keep It on the GameFly website and the game is yours at a discounted price. GameFly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. Go to gamefly.com/Ty to start your 15-day free trial.